if you look at the TikTok that they use in China, it's much different than what they're trying to do in the United States. With China, it's all very wholesome, patriotic. In the United States, they're trying to inject as much garbage into this as possible. They're getting the data from people, creates a huge security risk through our country. And so this is something that a lot of people have said, wait a minute, is an issue. So we were able to, last summer, I did an executive order covering not just TikTok, but a bunch of stuff for the state government. And so we don't have state government using TikTok anymore. We didn't ever really had a lot. There's a couple here or there, like a year or so ago. So that's there. Today, our Department of Management Services is clarifying that executive order not only applies to TikTok, it applies to all of the digital platforms based with the CCP. And so it's not just TikTok. There's these other Chinese platforms that we will now have nothing in the state government. And again, I don't know how much is being used or not used on those others. I don't think it's a lot, but it's important to clarify that so people know where we stand. But I think this is a huge issue, and it's one thing to say you're not going to have the state government do it, but we're such a small footprint. I mean, this is only like a little, like throwing a pebble in a lake, so you got to do more. So we are going to be doing more with our proposals here today. What is the Digital Bill of Rights? Well, we want to protect your right as a Floridian to have private in-person conversations without big tech surveilling you. If you want to consent to let them have this information so they can fashion advertising based off of it, it's your right to consent to do so, but it should only be if you consent and they don't have a right to have that information as a matter of first principle. We also are going to protect the right to participate in online platforms without unfair censorship. We want free speech. We want more speech, not less speech. We want to protect the right to know how these internet search engines are manipulating search results. Transparency in terms of what we're doing so that you can evaluate whether that's a search engine that you want to use or maybe you want to take your business elsewhere. We want to protect your right to control all your personal data on the largest and most common platforms. They take that personal data and they make a fortune off your personal data. So you're talking about Google, Facebook, just a handful of these companies. They should really get express authorization from you before they're able to monetize that or use it in any way. And then finally, Digital Bill of Rights aims to protect children from various online harms. And as we see, that's a huge issue with what we're saying. In terms of protecting minors and children from online harms, we're going to prevent businesses from knowingly selling or sharing a minor consumer's personal information without affirmative consent of the parent or guardian. We're going to allow a minor consumer's parent or guardian to access, delete, or correct the minor's personal information. We're going to prohibit the unauthorized collection, use, or sharing of student PII obtained from online programs at school. So this is helping parents, and this is, of course, part of a larger effort that we've done to support parents' rights in the state of Florida, and we're going to continue to do that and make sure that our children are protected. I mean, you see us doing a bunch of different things.